Hi everyone, thank you for checking out my video. My name is Angelique and today I'm going to take you through one of my chest and bicep workouts. Usually for chest I'll warm up with cable crossovers or pec fly machine just so that I can get a little warmed up before I do flat bench. So we're going to warm up first, do flat bench, move over to dumbbell incline chest press, which I love. Go from there, and then at the end we'll do some biceps as well. So join me as I show you my chest and biceps routine. All right, let's go. For my first exercise, this is more of a warm-up to me at this point. So I did cable crossover with the cables down to the middle portion. So I'm squeezing right across my chest, and I really like this movement where the cables are. I feel it the most, I think, and even with lighter weight, which I'm doing here for this first set. This is 5 pounds on each side, and I believe I did between 15 and 20 reps. To me, I get a really good squeeze, and it's a nice, easy warm up with the cables. This next set here is actually my third set. The cables are still the same part, which I love, but the weight I moved up to 15 pounds. And at that point, I really started feeling it. So I was able to do, I believe, 12 reps was with good form. Is probably where I ended. I really enjoy doing this movement often, and it's definitely a staple for me. After cables, I actually moved over to barbell bench. This is actually set number 2. First, I started with 75 pounds as a starter, and I did 12 repetitions. And here I'm doing 95 pounds and also 12 reps. Well, I didn't feel like I needed to do 15. After 12, it's kind of time to move up in weight. So for me, this was definitely a nice extra warm up for barbell. And it felt pretty good. I think I was a little excited there for some reason. So for this next set, since 95 was pretty good, I decided to move on to 115. And normally, depending on how I feel at that point, I'll do a certain number of reps. But here I was able to only push out 8 with good form. And you'll see I start to get a little shaky there. So after I hit 8, I was like, okay, that's enough for now. Here I worked up to my fourth set at 135 pounds. I was kind of tired at that point, but I wanted to see what I could hit as a PR today, sort of. So I only did 3 reps here with good form. For my fifth set, since I was pretty much exhausted by that time, but I felt like I could still do a rep or two, I ended up doing 140 for one good rep. I probably could have done 2. I just wasn't 100% sure. And for my last set, set number 6, I decided since 140 was pretty easy, I attempted and I did 145 pounds for one good rep. And next time I'll probably work up to 2 now that I know I can push it without a spotter. Next, you'll see I moved over to the incline dumbbell chest press movement. I actually really like this exercise. It's one of my favorites. You'll see me, if you watch my videos, you'll see me do this so much that I'd rather do this almost than barbell bench. But I do include my barbell bench as you saw in the first exercise. For this first set, I actually did 35 pounds and I did about 12 repetitions. The incline slightly higher just because I wanted to be able to see myself clearly in the mirror and focus on my form. But I do lower the incline as the sets move on. For this next set, since the 35-pound dumbbells were pretty easy for me, I actually decided to move on to 45-pound dumbbells. And utilizing good form, of course, I was able to rep out, I believe, 10 repetitions. I really felt the squeeze, and it was actually a really good set for me. I wanted to do 12 reps, but it didn't work out that way. So, I didn't want to push it with form. I also don't drop my weights on the floor if you notice. I put them back. So for my next set, I decided to utilize the lower incline as you see here with 50-pound dumbbells. It actually felt pretty good, and I was still able to see in the mirror at this lower incline. So I think I'll utilize it moving forward whenever I do this exercise. So I was able to do about 8 repetitions here with good form, before my arm started to give out, as you can see there. For my last set with the heavy dumbbells, you'll see me pick up 55-pound dumbbells right here. This is actually my PR weight. I think I did, I don't know, I want to say maybe 10 repetitions at one point in the past. I just haven't tried it much. So here I was exhausted, and I think I was only able to do 5 reps before I ended up getting exhausted and couldn't do any more with good form. So, but I was able to get 5 reps, so that's good. And then I decided to drop the weight right here. And since I basically couldn't finish the 55 for more than 5 reps, I don't know why, but I decided to do these palms in chest press with 25-pound dumbbells, half the weight. And I just repped it out until I couldn't stand it anymore. And then you see I turned my palms out for the remaining burnout reps, as you will. And it was a good drop set, which I actually really enjoyed doing. I moved on to bicep curls, decided to warm up with some dumbbell double arm bicep curls with light weight for, I believe, reps of 20. So for my next set, I picked up some 10-pound dumbbells and focused on good form and squeeze. I really like this movement as another warm-up, especially if you're going to do one arm at a time like dumbbell curls, which I do next. I turned here so that you guys could see my form, and then I looked at the mirror because I realized I actually can't see what I'm doing. Yeah. So for my next set, I actually did 15 pounds first, which was actually my first set of the alternate one arm dumbbell curls. So I started with 15 pounds for 12 reps, and then this is me moving on to 20 pounds for, I believe I did 10 reps here. Depending on how tired I am, I can usually do more or less, and then I'll increase the weight. So here I want to make sure I wasn't swinging too much. I didn't want to sacrifice my form too much. So I stuck with, I believe, 10 repetitions, and then I moved up in weight a little bit. Since I was able to do 10 repetitions in that last set, I moved up to 25 pounds and really focused on the squeeze, even though I was pretty tired at that point. Tried not to swing too much and make sure that I was able to hit the same number of repetitions on each side. Because I don't know about others, but I know for me, one arm is definitely stronger than the other, depending on the exercise sometimes. And with this exercise, my left arm is actually stronger, even though I'm right-handed. It's very weird anyway. So I think I was able to hit about 7 repetitions, which is very odd, I know. And then I dropped it down to 10 pounds and decided to hit double arm bicep curls just as a burnout. It really works. It's a really good burnout, and I would highly suggest it and recommend it if you feel that you can still do more reps, but you need to decrease the weight. Next, I moved back over to a chest exercise, the last one, and I did decline hammer strength chest press. Started with 45 pounds on each side and was able to hit 15 pretty easy repetitions here, focusing on the squeeze with good form. So for this next set, I thought I could handle the 70 pounds on each side because I normally can, but I was so tired that it didn't work out that well. And I actually ended up doing, again, I think about 7 reps. I don't know what it is with 7 today, before I ended up failing. So for my last set here, I decided to try it. Sometimes I can actually pull it. Here I was able to do 90 pounds on each side. Probably only like about, I think, 5 reps there before I was just done. But I decided to do a drop set. So you'll see me carefully place the weights because I'm very respectful of the gym, as you'll notice. I'll put weights back and everything, so I'm very careful anyway. So I put the weights down, dropped down to 45 on each side, and then pushed out another 10 repetitions, which was all I could handle. At that point, I was so tired, but I really wanted to just try to get in as many as I could. So you'll see me really push here for those last repetitions. For my last exercise, I wanted to do one more bicep movement. So I went over to cables and I did rope hammer curls, which I do every exercise and I really enjoy because I can move up to heavy weight and then drop it back down and really feel a burnout effect there when I drop the weight down. So for this last set, you'll see me pull about, I think 35 pounds here before my arms gave out, and then I actually dropped the weight back down, but my my camera cut out, so sorry about that. But I did rep it out with the lower weight. Just wanted to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.